Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Megan.
I'm Grandpa.
I'm Calves.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys.
I'm Calves.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by.
Run, 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 run.
Come on in. Woohoo! Welcome back, everyone. It's so nice to see you. Callie and I have just made it to the farm. She is excited to be here. She hasn't been here for a little bit because, well, I haven't had help to watch her over here, but now Mimi and Pop-Pop are home. Yay! So Callie gets to spend time with Mimi and Pop-Pop, and I get help with the animals. Not only is Mimi and Pop-Pop here, but we've got Megan, and she is working on getting the farm all set up to open tomorrow. Is there a lot to do today?
Yeah.
But that's okay because we've got our coffee and we are ready to go. Now, Grandpa, you look a little tanner. How was vacation?
It was nice and relaxing. Had a good time.
Wasn't warm enough down there because I'll tell you what, it was cold here.
It was cold there too. It wasn't really warm.
Well, I mean, you got tan, so something must have happened.
Well, the last 3 days was warm.
So it does make it a little easier on myself and Lauren now that everybody is home. There is plenty of help here. Now, we still are missing a few people. The rest are still on vacation. They're gonna be staying a little longer, but again, that's okay. We would have been fine just by ourselves for at least another week or two. Then we would have had too many big jobs here that you can't do by yourself. The cows must know that Dad is home because, well, they're out over on the hill. So first things first, we gotta go put them back in.
Is he licking that fence?
Cattle are now back in the pen. That's something we're gonna have to be working on. And since they're all back in, we're gonna get started feeding. I'm grabbing some silage, and I also got some vegetables that we weren't able to sell that we're gonna give to them. So what do we have on the menu today? We've got some celery, peppers, turnips, potatoes, and lettuce. Yeah, that's everything, and they are all excited about it. I just got the grain dumped in for these cattle. Now I just have to get the grain dumped in for them. Dad must have had a little bit more trouble over there because I was looking, and I can see him standing and all the cattle standing around him. Come on, boys! You know, if I turn on the potato washer, I bet they would all be home in a second. I think that worked out pretty good. I just gave Dad a quick phone call. He said he was looking at the fencer. There's power going through the fence. We don't understand the reason. The funny thing is, right before Dad got home, the cattle got out and they were all out, and the fence was actually like knocked over. It was like all bent and messed up. I think there was deer jumping through it or something like that. That's something that can happen to your fences, especially those. They're not the strongest fences, but what's nice about those is they're easy to move. And if you get a deer running through the property and they don't see it, they'll break them pretty easily. Dad's over there looking at that. He said power in the fence, but beyond that, we're not sure what we're gonna have to do. So as I wait for him, I'm gonna get started on the chickens. You saw our giant wagon of feed is now empty. That lasted us just long enough. We still do have our large tote here that we can pull from, but I will say for the time being, it was pretty easy feeding out of that wagon. So maybe one day we can get a system over there set up really nice. You know, a lot of people, when they think about chickens, about how fun they are to raise and how nice they are, I will admit that they are fun to raise, but they are not nice. When they find something like a mouse, like that one over there has, oh yeah, they don't take too kindly to that. And he's gonna be trying to get away with his mouse. I don't know where he got that mouse, but he's trying to eat it. And all the other chickens are starting to figure out that he has a mouse, so they're gonna be following him around trying to get that mouse. Oh boy, have fun with that. That'll definitely keep your chickens distracted if they find a mouse. Well, that's the haul for today, and I gotta say, that's a nice one. The only thing that has not been accomplished yet is taking care of the calves. Now, a lot of you know Dad is now home, and that, well, it's his favorite job, so we try not to do it too much for him, but he is still running around and looking at fence, so I think it's only natural that we get started on it. What's up, you big brutes? Some people have been asking about the names of the calves. This one in particular has been asked about a lot. This is a little bull calf. His name is Apollo because of the moon. Yeah, that's a good one, right? Little Apollo. And this is my little calf. I haven't named this one yet, but we've been taking care of this one, haven't we? Oh yeah, look at this big boy. So I'm not sure what we're gonna go with, but I'm thinking Storm because we dealt with all those snowstorms together, didn't we? Yeah. So for the two that get asked about the most, we got Apollo and we've got Storm. And to be quite honest, I haven't gone down through and named all of them, but we can one day. Right now, I'm not gonna worry about it though. Growing up on the farm, one of the most exciting things that you could ever do in your life was name the calves. And we've gone through some names. We've named quite a few animals around here. Not that it's no longer exciting, it's still fun to name calves, but your focus is not on naming calves all the time anymore. There's other things to worry about, like feeding the calves. So this is normally when I'd hop right in and feed the milk. However, since Dad has been home, he has changed a few things. I know a few of these guys are only getting fed in the mornings, and I'm not sure if he has cut the amount of milk that some of these calves are getting. So we've got grain here for them. We're just gonna be patient and waiting for Dad to show up so he can feed the milk. Now, when we were in the cafeteria, you might have noticed that some of those calves are starting to get really large. So what we're gonna be doing is moving them out to pasture soon. So what we're gonna do to prepare them for that is start mixing in a bucket of our feed that we grind ourselves so as to prepare them, because we don't feed that molasses feed out there. We only feed the grain that we produce ourselves. Now, the mixture that we get and feed for the calves is to encourage them to start eating grain. However, by this point, they're all doing pretty good. It's like riding a bike for Grandpa. He just remembers how to feed calves.
Well, now that I'm back, I'm changing things up. These first three are ready to come off of milk, so I only feed them milk in the morning, and I'll do that for about a week, and then they'll go, they won't get any more milk. Then we'll move them up into the next pen. And some of you may feel that they are too small, but they're at the point where they're eating plenty of hay and they're eating plenty of grain. They're not losing weight, so we feel comfortable moving them into the big pen. It makes it a lot easier to take care of them that way. We like to keep them by themselves while they're a little bit younger so that we can monitor them closely, make sure they're eating enough grain, make sure they're drinking enough water. But once we know that they're doing both of those things well, we like to move them into a larger pen. Animals are now all finished for the morning. The next job we're gonna be moving on to is bagging potatoes. Yes, now that everybody's back, the farm market is opening up again, and we are gonna need potatoes and other forms of produce. Dad will be going to the wholesaler tomorrow morning, but we gotta get our stuff prepared today. However, before we do that, I'm gonna run up top, get something to eat, something to drink, and check on Callie. What are we doing over here? Are you playing with your bunnies?
I'm gonna take them.
You're taking the bunnies? Show me the bunny dance. I spent a little time with Callie, and then some more family was showing up. Everybody brought her presents back from Florida, and she has been over the moon excited. But now that I'm done checking on Callie, I got something to eat. I'm heading down around back so we can work on bagging potatoes. It's a little too cold to be riding on this thing. We have found Dad. He is working on bagging up some potatoes. I would have been down here sooner, but some family members had brought Callie presents and she was all too excited and had to show them to me.
That's wonderful. Look at that potato.
What would you name that potato?
Matthew.
Oh boy, that's way too heavy.
Seventh ranked defense. And Green Bay with the 28th ranked defense.
Dad and I are in a heated discussion about the Super Bowl right now. You don't live in the United States, this might not be a big deal to you, but it is for us. And it's a bigger deal for me because my favorite team is in the Super Bowl, Kansas City Chiefs. So myself, Megan, and Lauren, we all really like the Chiefs, but Aunt Becky, Uncle Jeremy, and Kimberly, they all really like the 49ers. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna fool around. And who do you think's gonna win? I got the Kansas City Chiefs winning because, well, they're my favorite team. But you know, just something to mention. You know, we like to have fun around here. And it's really fun when you can enjoy teasing your family. Oh, we like to tease around here. Have you ever teased before?
No, not me. I'm serious all the time.
Well, you just said Matthew had a big potato head.
Maybe once or twice I tease.
So we talked about it a little bit, but when you went on vacation, okay, what was your favorite thing that you did?
Played golf and went to the pool.
And you didn't worry about home at all, did you?
No, I knew you were home taking care of everything.
That's not true. He would call me all the time. But what was your biggest concern?
The cold weather, and my concern was Lauren and Callie. I was worried about them.
So Dad was worried with how cold it was, with everything freezing. But he watched the videos. He saw that I had it all taken care of. You saw, oh, never mind. He didn't watch the videos. And that's why he was so concerned. But anyway, everything is all good. He is happy to be home. And he's happy to be back with Callie.
Yes, I am.
So before we head up top with the potatoes, there is one more job we want to get done, and that is washing potatoes, mainly because we just bagged up all the potatoes that we had. We have got our bin in place. We've got our pallet of potatoes moved out of the way, and thankfully we don't have to move too much stuff because we still have potatoes in our hopper. So that saves us a lot of time. It is now lunchtime on the farm, and it looks like we are having meatball hoagies, sausage hoagies, and some chips. So kind of on the light side, but it's gonna be good. Now that we're all finished with lunch, we need to head back out and grab some hay bales. So Dad's getting the tractor all ready to go. I've got the back racks pulled off the truck. We're gonna grab, I think, 4, so we don't have to make trips every single day. We're gonna put 2 bales on there, and Dad's gonna bring 2 back with the tractor. I think we are all set and ready to go now. I will say it's starting to get a lot colder out here. When I came over this morning, I opted not to wear the heavy coat and not bring my knit hat, but I kind of wish I did, because it is much colder than I had previously thought. So I'm gonna head down there and get into position, and I'm gonna wait for Dad to show up with the tractor and get me loaded. And I'm just gonna park right here in the middle of the hayfield because it is sloppy. Dad can bring the bales over to me. I am not getting stuck today. I've now got my 2 bales loaded onto the truck, so I'm gonna get heading home. Oh, I guess you can't leave, can ya? Dad and I ran into a little bit of a problem. Now we've got some cows running around here, but we're working on it. We're moving fences around. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Was there one more? Yep. Come on, keep coming. Don't stop. Dad hopped up in the wagon to get all the grain that was hanging on the sides. We're now at the point of the day where it is feeding time, so we're just getting all these animals fed so we can be done for the day. Well, all in all, it's been a good day. I just got all of the animals fed, so that means we are done. I will say, as the day has gone on, it has gotten much colder, so I'm happy to be done so I can get out of this cold. I am now home, and Lauren and I are making dinner together. We are having cheese tortellini with some kielbasi, and it's gonna be delicious, isn't it? Oh yeah. Callie is around here somewhere. She was doing some coloring and then playing with some toys. But Lauren, I'm pretty sure everyone is curious, how are you feeling?
It's getting a little more difficult to just do everyday things. My back is hurting really bad. But that's okay.
Yeah, the back bothering her has been something that she has not been too fond of, and she's been dealing with it more and more. But we're proud of her. Everyone in the comments, we see you talking to Lauren. She appreciates it all. But yeah, things are getting difficult. She can't do as much as she used to. She can't do what she wants to do, which is hard for her, because she's a hard-working woman. She likes to get stuff done. But she's got to take care of those babies, and we got to take care of her. How was your day at the farm? Did you have a good day at the farm? Oh no! I guess that kind of answers it. Oh, we had a good day at the farm. We're just getting some dinner prepared for Callie here, and then we are going to be sitting down to eat. And since we're going to get ready to sit down and eat, there's something I want to mention. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. It helps us out a ton. And if you enjoyed videos like the one you just saw, make sure you check out our page where we have tons of videos with farming related content. Again, I would like to thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.